dreams. People losing hope in the noise and fear, but a real voice cuts when somebody is near. One conversation can break the weight, pull somebody back before it's too late. Raise your voice, let it out. We survive when we talk this out. Devil's advocate, showing us the way, getting hyped for a better day. Hands together through the fire and rain. We are not alone in the pain. Devil's advocate, showing us the way, getting hyped for a better day. Turn the darkness into something bright. Keep each other standing through the night. Hey! No fake heroes coming down the line, just real people giving real time, sharing truth when the world feels cold, keeping human hearts from growing old. Every laugh, every story, every late night call, tiny sparks keeping hope alive for all. We push back when we stand as one, even long nights eventually see the sun. Talk louder, stand closer, carry each other forward. No surrender, no silence, keep the fire alive. Devil's advocate, showing us the way, getting hyped for a better day. Even in the dark we rise again, side by side until the end. Devil's advocate, showing us the way, getting hyped for a better day. Voices rising stronger than before, hope is what we're fighting for.
What's up? What's up? Thank you guys for being here. I want to say, right, all music I play by Evil Eddie 60, right? Check him out on YouTube, right? If you like the music, that's where pretty much all music I have, if you like it, that's where it's from. Okay, so please check him out. A decent producer. Give me a minute. Give me a minute, all right? Sorry about that. I have kids here, right? My daughter's here. My cousin's kid is here. Tomorrow, Sunday, I will be taking a whole bunch of kids to the Philadelphia Comic Con. So, that's what I'll be doing. Red Door, my sister. Thank you for being here. Justin, what's up, my brother? Thank you for being here. Afreed Man, thank you for being here, my brother. Thank you, guys. Like I said, all music, right? If you want to check out the music, Evil Eddie, great. I guess you could call him a composer, producer, right? So, great music. I love it. All right, so we have quite a few TikTok videos. I want to do some TikTok reaction videos tonight. But give me a few seconds, right? Give me a few seconds. Give me a few seconds.
Anything goes. Promiscuous hoe, she out here in the dirty streets. I'm in the dirtiest streets. You know what I'm saying? She doing her thing. That thing banging. That thing banging. find out that thing. Let me find out that thing. Let me find out that thing. Let me find out that thing. Walking up the stairs, feel like I made it. Promiscuous woman, she in the dirtiest streets. You know what I'm saying? She doing the thing. That thing, thing. That thing, thing. That thing, thing. That thing, thing. You can't walk a mile in these Louboutins. Can't take her home to mom. No, she don't belong. All she need is a dog. Getting his bone. Let me find out that thing, thing. That thing, thing. That thing, thing. That thing, thing. Let me find out that thing, thing. That thing, thing. That thing, thing. That thing, thing. Let me find
Sorry, guys.
out that thing, thing.
Thank you, my brother. All right, let's get started. Sorry. A bit of chaos.
Stay at home, Dad.
All right. Bit of chaos tonight, but it is what it is. So this is a video. Yeah. All right. This is a video that was going on for a little while, right? I think a month or two back. And I wanted to react to it. It's this video and a few other videos, right? So I want to react to it. All right, let's get started. Sorry, I was doing some stuff.
Chronicles. If a stay-at-home dad chronicles. If a stay-at-home mom tries to convince you that her job is hard, no, it isn't. I'm a stay-at-home dad of 5 children, all 7 years old and under, and my life is a vacation. In addition, my kids are homeschooled, so they're here 24/7. I also do all the man work, all the house and car maintenance, taking out the trash, etc., etc. I'm almost 37 years old, and I've had almost every single job there is. Culinary industry, construction, destruction, white collar, warehouse jobs, delivery jobs. I worked at a poultry plant one time, and my job was to stand there for 10 or 12 hours on an assembly line cutting chicken throats with a poncho on. You have any idea how boring that is? Compared to every single one of these jobs, my life now is a vacation. I have a list of things I want to get done that day, and besides that, I get to do whatever the fuck I want. I don't understand how some of these women have 1, 2, maybe 3 kids, who more often than not have been gone at public school most of the day, chuck their kids like they're cornhole bean bags at their overworked husbands as soon as they walk in the
Yo, self-made. What is up, my brother?
door or tell them to do shit around the house. What the fuck have you been doing all day, bro? Some men like to do all that when they come home, and that's cool, but you gotta understand when you're being taken advantage of. Then on top of that, they won't even let them crack most of the time. And that right there is just plain unacceptable. Hold on real quick. I want you guys to listen to something. If your turkey doesn't sound like that or it's not this juicy, you didn't do it right. Ladies, just streamline your day and do your job. Leave that man alone and let him crack. It's that easy. No need.
According to Google,
Stay at home.
So I did this, I've been debating I'm doing good, my brother. I'm doing good. I was debating, people a while ago, right? That being a stay-at-home parent is 100 times easier than getting a job, than having an actual job. Most jobs, right? Now I'm not saying every job, right? But I think most jobs, it's easier. But for a magnitude of reasons, right? You are your own boss. I think that's probably number one, right? You are your own boss. No one is telling you to clean. No one's forcing you to, to do the things you got to do, right? Hell, you don't have to. This is a thing where I think is a misconception. Most women aren't cooking 5-course meals, right, for dinner, or even for their children, right? Most women aren't doing that. Most women aren't doing that. So being a stay-at-home parent, particularly a stay-at-home mom, is much easier than having an actual job. Because here's the thing, right? Awesome. I'm glad you're doing well, my brother. Here's the thing where a lot of people don't realize. Again, you are your own boss. There's less work stress. Less work stress. These are your kids, right? These are your kids you love, hopefully. You're not dealing with employees, right? Co-workers you don't like. You're not dealing with a boss you don't like, or you may have, problems with. You're not dealing with clients that you may, look at this, right? I have a job, right? Nothing special, but I deal with many of different clients every day, right? So many clients. You get fights one day, you get arguments the other. It's like dealing with so many different personalities, particularly people that you don't know, you don't like. It is stressful. It is absolutely heinous. That is not desirable. Omni, what is up, my brother? If you're on your boss, yes. Just, what's up? Keep telling you, mind your own business. Mind my own business. Just, here's the thing, right? Please, Wednesdays, I have a call-in panel show. Please come up and debate, right? If you are too low IQ to debate, I understand, right? If you are too low IQ to actually debate me, I understand. But if you have the guts, if you have the balls, right, to debate me, please do. Come on, my brother. Let's debate, because I'm pretty sure you're not good enough, right? I never said black. This is the thing, right? I'm not calling. When did I say black is not an ethnicity? Right? I don't know what you're talking about. I'm not even calling it a race, but you could. Real, what is up? What is up? The ones that are asking for reparations are the women and the men that want to sleep with them. Let's be honest. We know who are the catalyst for the fatigue. I understand. Great. Bro, like, again, you have no, come on. If you have the guts, let's debate. Dante. Dante. I've talked to you a few times in the last time. Like I said, Wednesdays, I have a call-in show.
Let's talk about Ninja Kitchen first, because I want to make sure we're not blaming them for something they didn't do. Ninja Kitchen has come out and said they don't have any affiliation with Daddy Sauce Drip. We have seen the comments and videos tagging us. To be unequivocally clear, Ninja has no relationship with this creator, not as a paid sponsor, not through an influencer partnership, and not through any affiliate program. We did not fund, authorize, or approve any association with this individual. We do not agree with the views expressed in the content. However, Hexclad officially dropped him. Now here's what he's been doing over on IG. He's liking comments like this, when in reality, the only reason why women have any rights is simply because we men decided to give them to them. Take them away again and let's hear you roar more. And this one, make them angrier, old son, it's hilarious. To which he responded, working on it. So instead of separating himself from that kind of mindset, he's feeding into it. I don't know if this started as rage bait or if this is really how he thinks, but either way, this was a huge mistake. Based on the way he talks about his wife in his own videos, it doesn't feel like a stretch to believe this might actually be how he sees things. Don't forget, his own daughter has already called him out publicly. If you missed that video, you can watch her expose him in my playlist. As always, I'd love to hear what you think. Quick update on Daddy Sauce Drip, because this situation just took another turn. You already know about the video he posted going after stay-at-home moms and how fast the backlash hit. People were calling it out everywhere, saying it was unnecessary, disrespectful, and just a bad take overall. But now, it's gone beyond just comments and reactions. A major brand he was working with, Hexclad, has dropped him. We hear you, and thanks for making us aware of a creator's recent post to work with this. Just how fast things can escalate when you say some dumb shit on the internet. Now, on top of
women trying to cancel a man who's speaking the truth.
Stay at Home Dad Chronicles. If a stay at home mom tries to convince you that her job is hard, no, it isn't. I'm a stay at home dad of 5 children, all 7.
Now, the tea on this creator is hot. So after he made that video saying that he has 5 kids, 7 and under, one of his daughters that's 14, yes, 14, comments on a video about him and said, "This is my dad. He said all his kids were 7 years and under. I'm 14, my brother's 17 and 16. We have another little brother named Denver. All from his kids he mentioned in the video are from his wife, Kit. But he has others he don't mention now. I'm adopted." So then he puts this video out.
Stay at Home Dad Chronicles. My minor 14-year-old daughter's personal social media profile is being exploited all over the internet.
So then the daughter makes a video and says,
"I'm Daddy Sauce Drip's daughter. I just want to say that I do not support his take on stay-at-home moms. I think that all stay-at-home moms are very hardworking, and I do not."
He's not saying that they're not hardworking. This is why 14-year-olds are stupid. Right? You're stupid. He didn't say they aren't hardworking. He said that they're easier than than having a job. This is a thing where so many people can't critically think. I mean, literally, Just is probably one of those people who can't critically think because I don't know what he's talking about. None of the things he's saying is what I've said, so kind of ridiculous. But women, few minorities, right? The left, Democrats, they can't critically think. He didn't say being a stay-at-home mom is easy. He's saying it's easier than having a job. Please critically think.
Think that you should let a man crack just because you stay at home. But being a stay-at-home mom is a very hard job. All of his kids.
So her video, she's really just saying that she does not support his messages. She does not support anything he's saying, but she does support his videos because one of his kids that is 7 and under does have cancer, so his money does go to that. But she is just stating she is a daughter of his. He does have more he doesn't take care of. And maybe being a stay-at-home parent is a little more hard because you aren't even taking care of your own kids that you have. It's kind of what I got from the message.
They probably live separately. So, seriously, you don't even know the situation.
She's trying to say, like, hey, quit talking bad about stay-at-home moms when you are.
He wasn't even talking bad about stay-at-home moms. He was putting it in perspective. Right now, we have a propaganda that constantly they want to uplift stay-at-home moms, which is fine. But while they're doing that, right, a lot of the narrative is like you uplift stay-at-home mom while downplaying working dads, right? It's always been the narrative, right? You uplift stay-at-home moms while putting down stay-at-home dads or working dads. And the man just saying that no, working dads, I'm sorry. It's very important and it's a whole lot harder.
Aren't even a stay-at-home parent, so all your kids, I don't know, but that is the tea right now on these creators. And yeah,
this dad has gone viral for all the wrong reasons. His brands are being canceled, his daughter's calling him out, and he's saying that people are exposing his 14-year-old daughter. Well, his daughter makes a video and says, don't make content about me when I don't even live with you. You haven't raised me, you're saying you're this awesome dad. Hexclad comes in and they say, "We hear you guys. Thank you for letting us know. We were not aware of this creator's recent post." This creator.
If a stay-at-home mom tries to convince you that her job is hard, no, it isn't. I'm a stay-at-home dad of 5 children.
After he made that video, his daughter said, no, all his kids are not 7 years and under. I'm 14. My brothers are 17 and 16, and we have a little brother named Denver, all from his kids. He mentioned in the video
I mean, motherhood is very valuable, right? I think it's very valuable. But the problem is that, like I said, on the same token, you want to prop up, motherhood, stay-at-home moms, yet you would attack working dads. It's always the case.
From his wife, Kit, but he has others that he doesn't mention, and I'm now adopted and don't even live in the same state as him. That's when he makes this post and says, my daughter made that comment because she felt left out. She made another post and she says, no, I did not. This dad has gone viral for all the wrong reasons.
If a stay-at-home mom tries to convince you that her job is hard, no, it isn't.
This stay-at-home dad made an offensive video about stay-at-home moms.
It's not offensive.
And now the backlash is getting messier. After backlash, his daughter commented, "This is my dad, and he said all his kids were 7 years and under. I didn't mention I'm now in the video."
My 14-year-old daughter made a comment about me that she did not mean on another creator's post. She was upset and hurt that I was excluding her from my content.
He says his content is controversial and claims he left her out to protect her privacy.
I was doing it for her privacy and protection. I, of course, called my daughter and explained to her that's what I was doing, and she understands. She, of course, took down the comment, but not before a bunch of women who were offended by what I said started pasting her and exposing her all over social media in front of thousands of potential predators.
He says if you want to be angry with him, but leave children out of it.
If you want to be angry at me, please leave children out of it.
But here's the issue. She has now made another video publicly identifying herself as his daughter.
Hey, I'm Daddy Sauce Drip's daughter. I just want to say that I do not support his take on stay-at-home moms.
She admits she felt hurt and left out when he talked about his kids and did not include her. She also claims her dad did not delete her comment. She says she deleted it after he told her she was exploiting her own privacy.
He didn't delete it. I deleted it because I was told that it was exploiting my privacy.
She also says he told her he planned to use money from that video to help bring her to live with him.
He was telling me that he was gonna let me go live with him from the funding from the videos. So that's why he was doing that, I guess.
And now, according to her, she has blocked her dad so he can't contact her or get upset about the new video she posted.
That's also why I switched all my accounts to private, because I was told to. But I deleted Instagram so my dad can no longer reach out to me or get mad at me for this post. I switched all my accounts back to public because I'm not going to hide because my dad is being controversial on the internet.
And you wonder why he doesn't include her. Right? I'm sorry. This is a thing where at the end of the day, okay, if you are unruly child, low IQ child, well, it is what it is, right? At the end of the day, you can choose. If you don't want to have any association with your dad, okay, cool. Then why does he need to take care? Why does he need to think about you? Okay, you want to be on your own, cool. It's like literally she complained that, like, he's not taking care of his kids. Well, you don't even want him to take care of you. You literally trying to stop him from contacting you. So really, fine. All right. At the end of the day, okay, I get it. A lot of men, you can't control everything in your life, right? She's 14. If she doesn't want to associate with you, she doesn't want to associate with you. It doesn't mean that, you complain that he's not taking care of you. You don't even want to be in his life.
So what do you think about all of this? I think he made a big mistake by insulting stay-at-home moms, especially while criticism is growing that he does not have custody of his own daughter, who says she was adopted, and that his other teenage children do not live with him either. Now the backlash seems to be becoming much bigger than he expected.
I think he's fine with it.
Stay-at-home dad chronicles.
So it appears I have angered certain parts of the manosphere.
You pissed everyone off, Kendall. Don't play in our face.
Oh no.
How long is this Yap Fest anyway? Yeah, damn. You mad as fuck. I only got 3 minutes. Instagram reels. Salt. We all know you're avoiding Instagram right now.
Only this time, it's not for something I said recently. It's for something I said nearly a month ago, because that's how long it took this moron to craft a rebuttal.
Damn, I gotta be a moron now? Onion powder. Why I gotta be all that? By the way, I apologize for my long hiatus. I had an unexpected back injury. By the way, this is the rub I used for that pulled pork video. Garlic powder. Nobody needed a month to respond to that. I didn't realize we were on your time. Next time I'll call to check with you. Korean barbecue.
And now all of his equally stupid followers.
Yo, call me what you want. You leave my followers out of it. Black pepper. If you want them to leave you alone, I wouldn't kick the hornet.
He's doing good. I mean, at least TikTok wise, I think he's reached already 250,000.
Nest.
are coming to the conclusion that this is a new beef, and therefore I must have deleted my video about him because they can't find it at the top of my page.
Paprika. You really said I'm not a mother.
You're right. I'm not a mom.
That's where the conversation should have just
Self-made. What is up? What is up, my brother?
ended. Right there. Cayenne pepper.
Some other fun sentences that I can say are, I don't have kids that I've abandoned.
I didn't abandon my kids. I was deemed unfit. I was an addict and an alcoholic. Up until
This is a thing where we can't, like, it's only men, right? Imagine if it was a mom that she was deemed unfit and she got her life back together. She got her life back together. You think women would be chastising her? You think women would be all up on her? I doubt it. I doubt it. But a man, right, who went through, who has history, right? He had problems. I credit to him. He's saying it. He had problems. He had drug problems. He was deemed unfit. So he got his kids taken away from him. It's not like it's an uncommon thing. It happens, right? No one is perfect. But now he got himself back, right? He got clean. He's taking care of the kids he has now, okay, to the best of his abilities. Being as best of a father he could be. But because of that, people are like, oh, crying that he's not with his older kids. Seriously. He had problems. He admits it.
I was 28. My wife saved me from that life. 8 years clean today. I have beer like once every couple months, and I live with it every day. Still confused on what it has to do with any of this. Being a stay-at-home parent, brand deals, you being pissed off. You got me. What did you say?
Brother, you had the option of not including footage of you digging in your dirty ear canal.
Celery seed. You pull a muscle on that reach? I'm going to spare everybody the word salad that she used to justify why she did what she did. Time. So everybody thinks that I'm not trying to get away with anything, I literally promoted her video for free. That 12 seconds of me just telling everybody to go watch it beat the fuck out of her actual video in likes. That's not embarrassing or anything. Look, at the end of the day, you were wrong for doing what you did. That's why you're just straight getting cooked and mogged all over 2 platforms. You don't do that. That's not normal behavior. Creole. Use sweet and spicy mustard as a binder. And smokehouse maple
And he wasn't even attacking anyone in specific. He was just talking about in general.
on top of all that. Just take the L. Go on about your business, and we can both get back to our regular content. To be honest, everybody's tired of you already. Just think twice next time before you. If a stay-at-home mom tries to convince you that her job is hard, no, it isn't. I'm a stay-at-home dad of 5 children, and my life is a vacation. I don't understand how some of these women have 1, 2, maybe 3 kids, who more often than not have been gone at public school most of the day, chuck their kids like they're cornhole beanbags at their overworked husbands as soon as they walk in the door, or tell them to do shit around the house. What the f*** have you been doing all day, bro? Then on top of that, they won't even let them crack most of the time. And that right there is just plain unacceptable.
And this is a thing where, like, just like the daughter didn't say, like, it's, you don't understand the situation, right? It is true. A lot of men experience sexless marriages, right? He could go to work. I'm not saying all men, but there's a good amount where he goes to work, works hard, comes home. You know, he probably has to now help take care of the kids, help with domestic work, which I think a lot of men do, right? There's a growing amount of men that are helping with taking care of the kids and domestic work. And women still don't let him crack, right? Still don't care about his needs. It happens.
Ladies, just streamline your day and do your job. Leave that man alone and let him crack. It's that easy. No need to overcomplicate things.
I know we don't know each other, but I'm Kendall, and I'm here to f your day right up. See, I'm not a mom, so I have no idea what it's like to be a mother, whether stay at home or otherwise. But what I do have a whole hell of a lot of expertise and experience in is digital strategy and influencer marketing. And when I did a quick peruse of your...
Does she? Okay. I mean, she has a decent amount of followers.
profile, it became very clear that you are attempting to establish yourself as not only a content creator, but also specifically an online influencer that works with consumer brands, particularly consumer brands that make household goods like kitchen items, to sell them to your audience. In fact, not that long ago, you posted a video of yourself very excited showing off the different items that Hexclad had sent you. You also appear to work with Ninja and sell one of their various blender type items, right? And something that you may not know about influencer marketing, since it's not your area of expertise, is that over 85% of consumer purchases are driven by women. They're controlled by the mom of any given household, right?
That is true. Women are the predominant power when it comes to consumers, right? This is why Gillette, right, a product for specifically for men. This is why a product specifically for men. They did a commercial aiming towards women. Yo, Dizzy, you are the man, but I'll have to put you on mute so that I can goon. What? Okay. No hard feelings.
And when roughly a quarter of moms are specifically stay-at-home moms, that means that not only are moms in general a very valuable demographic for most consumer brands to advertise to, specifically stay-at-home moms are even more valuable. They are quite possibly number one.
But here's the thing. Let's be honest. It's kind of stupid, right? Not all men can gear their content towards women. His content is, I think, specifically geared towards men, not women. So even if he advertises his product, it's usually advertised towards men. Men do consume as well, right? Yes, you'll probably do better if you gear your content towards women for consumer goods. But let's be honest, not everyone can do it, right? Not everyone can do that. Or not everyone wants to do that.
On the list of audiences, on the list of demographics that most consumer brands desperately want to appeal to. And that's why I went through your profile and took notes about every single consumer brand that you have worked with and have sent them messages letting them know that one of the influencers that they work with just came online to shit all over their most valuable audience, their most valuable demographic. And I would also encourage my audience to go ahead and tag all of those consumer brands in the comments of this video over and over and over again, just so we can make sure that they're aware of the kind of piece of shit influencer they are associating their brand name with. I especially want to make sure that everyone tags both Hexclad and Ninja, because those are the two most prominent brands that have tied their brand with yours. But something tells me.
All right, you're trying to cancel him. I never tried that brand, Hexclad. If it's done good by you, that's interesting.
So it appears I have angered certain parts of the manosphere yet again. Oh no. Only this time, it's not for something I said recently. It's for something I said nearly a month ago, because that's how long it took this moron. Followers too stupid to pick up on the subtext of what I was saying. He can't say any of those sentences because those are all things that he has done.
Excuse my pardon. What did you say?
Brother, you had the option of not including footage of you digging in your
What's up, laughing man?
dirty ear canal while wearing the point out that just by making that comment, you have now already proved my point for me that you weren't just talking about certain stay-at-home moms or only the ones, right? You were talking about all of them, because you just implied that stay-at-home moms don't have their own money, that it's not theirs, that it's not an equal partnership. Once again, you made a misogynistic comment that impacts all stay-at-home moms. Just like when in your original video, you said that stay-at-home moms owe their husbands anytime they want. So once again, you're full of shit when you try to do that.
Didn't say that you owe, sex anytime he wants. It's just that let him crack.
The cop out of, I didn't mean it for all stay-at-home moms. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. And I would also encourage my audience to go ahead and tag all of those consumer brands, just so we can make sure that they're aware of the kind of piece of influencer they are associating their brand name with.
That sounds illegal. Is it illegal?
Credited authority. I'm pretty sure you meant to say that I had no credibility, is my assumption. That's the closest that I can come up with. But either way, I know that you know that I had credentials, that I have credibility on the topic of consumer marketing, which is what the video was about, because you had to specifically edit that part out of the video that you showed your audience. My video was not a debate with you about stay-at-home moms. My video was about consumer marketing and how
No, your video is purely about attacking him. Your video is purely attacking him by going towards the people that would support him.
stupid you are for tanking your own career as a content creator.
And now you're trying to starve my 5 children and or cause instability in their home.
There it is. I knew if you talked for long enough, you were definitely going to use your kids as a meat shield, because that is definitely your modus operandi. No one wants your kids to starve, dude, but that doesn't mean that people have to not respond when you run your mouth online and say things about other people. It is some truly
Interesting.
Before anyone says anything, I recognize how terrible and insane I look right now. I also recognize how much this is going to get me made fun of on the parts of the internet that really hate me right now. And fine, I don't care. I don't care. Because I really need your help. Driving home from the pharmacy this morning, another one of my teeth broke off completely. Right at the gum line. I've lost more than half of my teeth in the same exact way, despite having truly, truly impeccable dental hygiene, because I was on very high dose corticosteroids for a whole bunch of years, as doctors tried to just keep me alive until they could find a treatment that worked for my severe Crohn's disease. And no one told me what that would do to my bones and to my teeth. And this was when I was in my late teens and early 20s that started. And so now all of my teeth are wrecked. I'm not even 40. All of my teeth are wrecked. I only have like 4 molars left. And there's only one set of molars where there's both a molar on the bottom and on the top that can like chew together. God, this is so embarrassing. It's so embarrassing. And I'm so afraid that now that even these are breaking, I'm so fucking afraid that I'm gonna start losing my front teeth too. And when I've talked to dentists about getting it fixed, about doing implants or something, because now it's impacting my ability to eat, and it's completely destroyed my self-esteem on top of that. And when I've talked to dentists about it, I've been quoted.
I don't wish anyone, you know, anything bad. Okay. But this is a thing where I think it's funny that he didn't go after her, right? She went after him. It's that when you are a person with a whole lot of problems yourself, it is funny that you want to spread negativity, right? I looked at her page. She is very far left. She's very feminist. So, like, it's these types of women that honestly are very depressing. She has issues, right? And yet, you, yet the negativity she spouts is quite insane, right? So women like this is I just think this is like ridiculous. Okay. Nothing he said was all that bad. And you couldn't even debate him on the topic. You just wanted to attack him simply because you disagree with him, which is pretty much a lot of feminists, right? Okay. People like this right here, right? People like this are the low IQ people, right? They can't not intelligently debate you on anything. So they have to attack you. No wonder women like this will suffer, because honestly, they're too low IQ to actually debate on actual topics. So they just want to attack you personally. It's a lot of the idiocy of the left, of Democrats, of these weak ass people. So, what do you guys think? And I said this, right? I think being a stay-at-home parent is a lot easier than being a working, parent. So can't prove me wrong. I have yet to, you know, have someone actually prove that wrong. You know, this is the thing where I think it's funny, okay? The days I have actual debates, none of these actual retards, none of these low IQ people actually come and debate me, right? I know that you saw the thumbnail, which I'm going to talk about now, right? That I think this is the insanity of minorities and of women constantly asking for representation. You are ridiculous, right? You guys are ridiculous. Let's get started. No, not really. All right. Let's get started. All right, so let's on to the main video for tonight. Let's check this out. Hell, introduce them on Wednesdays. I mean, again, I don't mind. I don't mind having a conversation with anybody. Okay, I'm not saying I'm an amateur, but you know I have an opinion, right? And um, I'm down to debate anybody on my opinion. It's just that the fools that come on and just want to spout out insults and say nothing of substance. It's ridiculous. All right, let's get started.
That we need more female protagonists.
Enough said. Sailor Moon, Madoka Magica, those are the obvious ones. Serial Experiments Lane, Girl Who Lived Through Time, Kill la Kill, Kanan, Ogre Proxy, Claymore,
Dude, how can you strawman someone harder? Like, genuinely. She never said there are no main characters who are females. Why are you strawmanning her position?
Well, number one, he never strawmanned her, but you definitely strawmanned him, because in his video, at no point did he ever say, no women are main characters. He started naming off a ton of women main characters, showing that there are a lot of women main characters. And her statement that, oh, there needs to be more, isn't that she's saying, oh, I want to see more. She is saying, because again, being able to deduce what someone says in the context of what someone is saying, this is all basic English. But she was saying that there's not a lot of main characters that are females and she wants to see more of them. But what she is referencing is shonen manga and anime. She wants these to have more female leads, which would make no sense since shonen is for boys, not girls. Shoujo, on the other hand, is the literal demographic, and the name for shoujo is for the target audience to be girls. And that is why there are so many amazing shoujo manga and anime. Nana and Little Monster are absolutely amazing. And one of my favorite shoujos of all time is The Wallflower. It is one of the greatest shoujos that I've ever seen. But what she probably wants is that there to be a very, very popular, like a top 10 most popular anime and manga of all time that has to have a female lead. That's probably what she wants, but that's probably not going to happen. It's going to be extremely rare. There's only one anime that I can even think of that has a female lead and is one of the most best-selling and one of the most popular animes to ever exist, and that's Sailor Moon. So yeah, the fact that you said that he strawmanned her when he actually didn't, he started naming off a ton of female leads, saying that there are a lot, since she was trying to say that there aren't a lot. Well, you strawmanned him, saying that his position was that there are no main characters that are females, when that was never his statement, because he was naming off a ton of female leads.
That we need.
Self-made, yeah, probably around 8:30 to 9. So that's usually when I start the stream. This is what I'm talking about, right? We see this more and more today in media. I've said this. I've said this before, right? If you guys watch my content, I don't call myself a sexist, but when it comes to entertainment, my entertainment, I'm a sexist. Right? I'm a sexist. I'm sorry. When it comes to entertainment, I'm a sexist. Anime, comics, movies, TV shows. I'd rather have a male lead. I'd rather have a male lead. Organic. What is up, my brother? What is up? Hope you're doing well. My problem, right, is I'm gonna be blunt, right? Is the women and the black community constantly asking for more representation. And it's not just representation in like you create your own stuff, right? Go for it, right? Create your own movies, create your own comics, create your own anime, create your own shit. Go for it. No, that's not what women and black people are doing. They're saying, I want more representation in your shit. Right? I want more women, more minorities, more the alphabet community in your shit. Not in mine. I don't want to create my own shit. I want more of these people in your shit. And that's what I have a problem with, right? If you want more women, if you want more black people in whatever, create your own shit, right? Create your own movies, create your own TV shows, create your own stuff. My problem is you constantly asking for other people to include your shit. Is it not? It's weird, right? YouTube aligns it weirdly. But you know, I'm glad that you can actually see the online thing. Is it? Yeah. I don't know, it's weird. But yeah, like I said, I don't really care for that, right? That's why I'm getting more, you know, I'm an 80s, you know, an 80s baby, right? So I grew up on, you know, I grew up on Fantic. I'll check him out. But yeah, I don't give a shit, right? I saw, you know what? Like when I was growing up, yes, there was a lot of white male leads. I don't care, right? I didn't cry. Like Arnold Schwarzenegger's, the you know, the Stallones, the Kurt Russells, all these guys. I don't care, right? I didn't care. The Keanu Reeves, I didn't care. I just wanted good movies. I just wanted good action movies, right? And then when Jackie Chan came out, Jet Li came out, great. They made their own shit. And it was amazing. They didn't ask to be included in other people's shit. They didn't. They just made their own shit. That's what I loved.
Kanan, Ogre Proxy, Claymore, Yorjosinki, Ghost in the Shell, Violet Evergarden, Nuzzle.
So before I go into any of my criticisms with Joey's response to this video, I do want to highlight the fact that I understand what he's trying to say because there are a lot of anime with female-centric stories or female protagonists. A woman in the fandom space, whether you are a creator or just a consumer and enjoyer, you regularly face a completely different landscape than most men within the space.
No, I kind of, you know, this is a thing where I agree, right? What Self-Made said, I kind of agree, right? I don't think the black community as a whole is asking for it. It's the very vocal minority of them, right? It's people who create social media and people who comment on social media. So I think the black community at large, they don't give a shit. I think so, right? It's funny when it comes to social media, it propels the very loud.
Regularly get treated very differently. It is a very misogynistic community when it comes to anime because despite the fact that we do have strong female representation, the way that they get treated even within fandom is almost just like as interest for men. They get kind of
See, your point could have been absolutely amazing until you turned it into misogyny, where misogyny is not even really a big thing within the anime community. It just isn't. You're talking about a subgroup that is 0.000000001% of the community and acting as if it is something so massive. Everyone gets hated on equally for their gender in the anime community, equally. I have seen some of the most biggest creators talk about how they hate hearing, "You're a grown man, go do other things besides watch anime. That is them being attacked for their gender. And I cannot tell you how many times I've been told, you're a grown man.
You know how many times I've been attacked, right? How many times I've been attacked for doing geeky shit, right? Comic books, like cartoons, toys, shit like that. Being a grown man, loving this shit. Plenty of times. Plenty of times.
Watching cartoons. You're a grown man, go work construction. You're a grown man, go work with your hands. You're a grown man, go do something outside. You're a grown man, go start a family and provide. Getting attacked for your gender is not a female exclusive thing within the anime community. It is a very much equaled out playing field for both sides. And actually, it happens to more men than it does women, because there are more men in the anime community when it comes to being a content creator. So you're going to see it a lot more happen to them than it will women. And this is not to say that it doesn't happen to women, but acting as if it is just this massive thing that is basically almost completely exclusive to women is just false. It is just a horrible propaganda that is just being spread.
There aren't great female characters in anime or great female stories, but that they want to see more of them, especially in a political climate which is undeniably not favoring women, which is right now threatening our autonomy in multiple first world countries.
This is why I'm sorry. This is fucking why I don't want women in my fucking entertainment. This is why. I'm sorry. This is why I don't want a fucking female lead. Right? Exactly what she just said, right? It's that stupid shit she just said is exactly why I don't want women in my entertainment. Right? It's exactly 100% why I don't. It's that BS that women bring in. It's that BS that, whatchamacallit, that some minorities bring into whatever their shit. They have to talk about racism. Women have to talk about the oppression of women. Fuck that shit. You know, make your own shit, make your own movie, make your own comics, make your own anime, make your own entertainment, and spew all that crap you want in that. Stop bringing it over to men's content. Stop.
Countries.
Now, you live in the UK. I don't know what laws are being passed or basically saying that women are not allowed to do things without men's approval, because that's taking away women's autonomy. I don't know what laws are being passed in the UK. Nothing like that is happening in America. There's not a single law that's been passed or that is being passed or that is considered to being passed that takes away women's autonomy. That's just not happening in the US. So I don't know why you're mentioning first world countries. I also have never heard of these laws being passed in any other countries. I mean, the only one that stripped away women's rights and bodily autonomy are like Muslim countries. But those also aren't first world countries. But that was the other part that I had a problem with, is that you're just making up all these lies to just shit on the anime community at this point. Makes no sense. Like, no, women are not losing their rights. They're not losing their bodily autonomy. I don't know where you got that idea. Now, again, in the UK, that could be completely different. I don't know what laws are trying to be passed in the UK, but that's not happening here in America. It's not happening in most first world countries. I've never seen that to be a thing. But you did mention that yes, you guys want more female representation, but every time female representation is made within an anime, you guys just don't support it. I had already made a video showing the, multiple anime with female protagonists where some of them just don't even have a continuation because females do not go out of their way to read it or continue to read it and support it so that there are more.
You see that shit? Exactly. When we add, I am sorry, when we add minorities, when we add women, when we add people of the fucking alphabet community into shit, no one supports it. Not even the people it's geared towards. And then when no one supports it, you blame men. You blame men for it, right? That is the sheer stupidity. This is why I hate that shit. Very famously, the chick that created the newest Charlie Angel movie, right? The chick that created the new Charlie's Angel movie, she literally said, right, during the movie tour, whatever, the movie promotion, she literally said this movie isn't geared towards men, right? It's not made for men. This movie, the new Charlie's Angel movie, wasn't made for men. And then when it failed in the box office, she went out and said, men are to blame. Bitch, if it's not made for men, why would men be to blame? Blame the people that you geared it towards and didn't watch it. Exactly like every other shit that people geared towards, like whatever else.
Females in shonen, because that was what the main person was talking about. Females in shonen. But women do not support female leads in shonen. So much so that those manga with female leads get cut off because they have no support. So asking for female leads is stupid if you're not going to support the female leads that are made. Especially when the story and the art look absolutely amazing. But again, no, misogyny is not really a big thing in the anime community. It is a very, very tiny amount, and it happens to everyone, regardless of gender. Happens to more men than it does women. I have probably seen well over 10,000, comments just telling me, you're a grown man watching anime. I've seen well over 10,000 comments towards me specifically. Wow, you're a grown man. Go get a job. You're a grown man. Start a family. All these misandry comments. These very sexist comments. But I don't sit here and let that define me. I don't sit here and go, wow, I can't. The entire anime community is just so bad for this. It's such a small amount of people that do it over a long course of time. She's not going to get as many sexist comments as there's not a lot of representation.
It's for boys, not girls.
Can there be women protagonists in shonen since it's for boys?
And honestly, this is just pathetic. Like, how much do you want to bet she didn't even watch the video, she didn't dissect the video, and she just came to a random conclusion that I never made? If you answered yes to that question, yes, she did it. But let's hear what she has to say.
There's Jolene in Stoic Ocean. She is such a badass, okay? Then there's also Freeman, one of the most popular animes right now. In case you didn't know, she's a girl, and that anime is a shonen. I know this is like blowing your mind right now. So yeah, we can ask for more women protagonists in shonen. Another one?
This is what happens when people with a low IQ refuse to actually dissect and understand the video that is being made. So let's look at.
To be honest, I watched a little bit of Freeman. It looks nice. I'll probably have to spend some time to finish it. But one of the reasons why I couldn't finish it or couldn't continue is because it's like I got bored. Right? I mean, I only watched like I think 3 episodes. Right? So I got bored already. It probably will get better. I mean, I've seen some clips, so it probably will get better. But being the female lead didn't really help it for me. So,
what the video originally was about.
The literal demographic in the name for shoujo is for the target audience to.
So I brought up how there is a literal demographic, a genre specifically made so that boys like it. And that there's a demographic and genre specifically made for girls to like it. So I said, if you want to see more female leads, go to the demographic that is targeting you. If you go to a demographic or a genre that does not target what you want, you cannot complain. It's like watching an isekai and saying, oh my goodness, why we need to have more isekais where they don't get transported to a different world. Make that make sense. The demographic and the target audience is people who like people who get transported to a different world. So isekai.
I did. Claymore wasn't bad, right? Claymore wasn't bad. I didn't finish Claymore, but it definitely wasn't bad. It wasn't all about, I don't know, emotion and shit, but it was pretty good. I think I read more Claymore, right? I read Claymore more. I read more of Claymore instead of watching the anime, but it was good.
Is for the demographic for people who like being transported to a different world. So if you're complaining that there are an entire genre where characters get sent to a different world, why are you watching it? And why are you complaining that they're getting sent to a different world? So if the demographic that is for shonen is to target boys, why are you saying we need much, much more females if the target audience is not women?
Pokemon Hearts, that is still ongoing. And this is a co-dual lead. It's her and another person who are the main characters. She's not a Deuteragonist, she's actually a main character. You have Ruri Dragon, which again is a still ongoing manga. But for some reason, you females are just like, oh, we want more female leads, but you guys will not read it and support it. You and I are polar opposites. I'm gonna be honest, I've seen this, I fucking love it.
female lead, but no one is talking about it, and you guys are getting what you're asking for. These are all shonen, keep in mind. You also have Blade and Princess, which stopped being made because not a lot of people were supporting it. So how are shonen people going to see that the female leads are not getting as much support, but females want more female representation within shonen?
You not watching any of my videos on this topic and then just completely switching the narrative of what I've been saying, that women do not want to support female leads within shonen because they're not mainstream and popular. I can name off over 50 different female leads within shonen, and most of them are unknown. And guess what? Even the females don't even know that these exist because they don't support it unless it is mainstream in shonen. And that is the problem. You can't say you want more of this representation in shonen, but you refuse to accept and actually represent and actually support the female leads within shonen currently. It's like being given water and you're like, I don't want that water, and then complaining that you don't have water.
Female leads in shonen when the target audience for shonen is boys, not girls. Girls can like shonen, but it is not for them. It's not specifically made for girls to like. It's specifically made for men to actually enjoy the content.
My advice to you, before making a video and being ignorant about it and being ignorant of the conversation, do your research just a little bit more. Number one, you do not care for female leads or more representation for female leads within shonen. I guarantee if I name some anime, you have never seen it, you have never heard of it. And they are specifically shonen female leads. You are a prime example of someone who just spews out, I want this, I want this. You're given it, but you do not support it. And I verbatim said that shonen is specifically made to tailor to boys, but girls can like it as well. But you're saying that I never said this. You're saying
Anime hot take is that we need more female protagonists.
Enough said. Sailor Moon, Madoka Magica, those are the obvious ones. Serial Experiments Lane, Girl Who Leapt Through Time, Kill la Kill, Kana.
It's no surprise that there's a bunch of sexist assholes in the anime community when people like this are the loudest voices in the room. All this woman did was say that we need more female protagonists in anime, which is a point that I don't really see needing to argue against.
It is, because we have plenty. Okay, it's like if a man made a point. We need more men, right? We need more men in anime. I'm pretty sure people will argue we have enough, right? We have plenty. It's exactly the same thing. It's like, if you don't like something, don't watch it. It wasn't geared towards you.
The fact that he even felt the need to argue against her is a red flag in of itself, but the fact that he argued against her in this way is even worse. It's so genuinely stupid that he literally proves her point in his video. Like, let's put on our thinking caps for a second. If we did the exact same video style, but we're listing off male protagonists in anime instead, which video would go on longer? Obviously the one speaking about male protagonists, because there are far more of them than female protagonists.
But guess what, you stupid ass fucking simp? It is geared towards men, right? The shit that like the things that you could name, right? The things you can name, it will be geared towards men. It will be geared towards boys. Plain and simple. Yes, you can name a whole lot more, but guess what, you stupid fool? Because it's geared towards boys. This is my problem. My exact problem. There are plenty of anime, plenty of mangas, plenty of whatever that's geared towards girls. I'm pretty sure you can name equally just as many. It's like, this is why the simps of the community and anything are such fucking idiots.
That's the point that she's making. That's why she's saying we need more female protagonists. And then at the end of his video, he has the gall to put on glasses, act all smug, and say, damn, I guess we do need more female protagonists in anime, huh? Like, yes, dude, your video wasn't that long. If that's the longest video you can make with female anime protagonists, then we need a hell of a lot more.
Who said it is the longest? He can keep, I'm pretty sure the man can keep on going. Right? But it's like, seriously, absolute fucking fool.
A reminder, this guy couldn't even tell you the political themes in One Piece because he doesn't think that One Piece is political. Are we really turning to this guy for our opinions on which demographics should be represented in anime? Obviously not. Be better, be smarter, watch your shows, and don't be like him.
Anime.
Watch your shows. How about you just watch your shows?
My anime hot take is that we need more female protagonists.
Enough said. Now, granted, we do have some. We could always use more. Someone said we need more female anime protagonists, and I feel like the reason why this take doesn't really make any sense is because the take is like way too broad and way too generic, and I feel like nobody who says this actually thinks in an absolute sense we need more female protagonists. And I feel like that's why so many people get confused when they hear this. Like, there are already a fuck ton of female protagonists. But the vast majority of people who watch anime are watching it because of mainstream battle shonen. And in a lot of these mainstream battle shonen series,
Yo, TBD, what is up, my brother?
A lot of the female characters are relegated to the background or as exclusively fan service. So when people say we need more female anime protagonists, most of the time what they actually mean is that they would like to see more female characters taking a lead role in animes that are similar to the mainstream action adventure battle shonen, as opposed to being relegated to background or sideline characters. That's a take that I can actually get behind. Like the blanket statement of we need more female protagonists, I don't think anyone who says that actually believes that. Because if tomorrow Japan released 5,000 new romance anime that are all below mid, exclusively female protagonists, I don't think anybody would be like, okay, cool, problem solved. Right? Because it's not really a numbers game. Right? Because if it was purely a numbers game, you just go watch romance or shoujo. There are thousands in those genres. But that's not what they're looking for. Like, take this right here and then just make series similar to this with the same tone, same vibe, same aesthetic, with well-written, complex female leads that are not there just to be supporters or to be fan service. And I feel like that's what a lot of people like her mean when they say we need more female protagonists. Like, as far as I'm aware, that's the actual take.
Yeah, well, I'm sorry. It's not, this is my thing, right? At least Japan knows it's true. It's not geared towards it, right? Like the other guy said that there's been mangas, right, that did exactly that. It didn't get traction, right? The women didn't support it. This is the thing where this is the insanity of a lot of these women, right? They want men to support it, right? And then when men make it popular, women then want to jump on the bandwagon, right? Women then want to jump on the bandwagon and said, you know what, this is amazing. But you didn't support it to begin with.
That's why I feel like so many people are like so confused. Like, what do you mean we need more? We already have a lot. That's just my opinion. Let me know how you feel about this.
Anime hot take.
Someone said, how does it not make sense? When I said it does not make sense to say we need more female anime protagonists, because that's not the actual take. I thought I did a really good job explaining it in the previous video, but I'm going to explain it again. The reason why the take we need more female anime protagonists does not make sense to a lot of people. And the reason is because we don't need more female anime protagonists in an absolute sense. It's not a numbers game. People who say we need more female anime protagonists are not just saying it so we can just, increase the numbers of female protagonists. Because like I said in my previous video, if Japan released 5,000 new animes tomorrow morning, where all the female characters were lead in romance animes, I don't think anybody who was saying we need more female anime protagonists would be satisfied. Because it's not a numbers game. After all, there are already a fuck ton of female protagonists in shoujo and josei anime and manga that these people could be reading. But they're not, because that's not what they're looking for. Most people who say we need more female protagonists in anime are most likely referring to the fact that a lot of the mainstream battle shonen adjacent animes with a massive fan base that are massively popular and have the type of cool aesthetic that a lot of anime fans come into anime looking for tend to have female characters who serve as background characters, serve as supporting roles, or serve as fan service. They are not compelling lead characters that play a lead role. So it leaves a vacuum for female anime fans who like the popular mainstream of the popular action adventure series where they don't see themselves in lead roles. And they would like to see that. You take characters like this with the same vibe and aesthetic from series that they're from and make them lead characters. Like in Freyren, like in Black Lagoon, like in Fate. From my understanding, that's what these people are talking about. That's why when people are like, just go watch shoujo or just go watch josei, that doesn't work because that's not what they're looking for. So that's why there are people who get confused or miss the points when people just say, we need more female anime protagonists, because that's not the take. The take is we need more female anime protagonists that are interesting and compelling, that have the same type of mainstream action adventure appeal as the popular mainstream anime. That is the take. Let me know how you feel about this.
Anime hot take is that we need more female protagonists.
Enough said. Sailor Moon, Madoka Magica, those are the obvious ones. Serial Experiments Lane.
Yeah, I don't know why Joey, the anime man, someone who's very vocal about his love of lowly 18+ media, and somebody when he interviewed a polyamorous couple, asked the husband, what do you do when you have problems in the relationship? And the husband said that he beats his wives, and then he laughed at it, is the spokesperson for having female representation in anime. And since Joey wants to bring up numbers, let's actually talk about the stats. So this year so far in 2026, there have been 156 anime which have come out. 38 of them have had a female protagonist, 20 of them being romance. Last year in 2025, 270 anime came out. 43 of them had a female protagonist and 26 of them were a romance. And in 2024, 240 anime came out, 38 being a female protagonist and only 19 were romance. A majority of all female protagonist anime that come out are romance. So now that we both agree there aren't enough female...
Okay. Are you stupid? Yeah. Because it's geared towards women. I swear to God, the most stupid of men, or why are the most stupid of men always the blue pill men? Why? I really don't understand. No, duh. It's geared towards women. And that's the point. When like, you gotta think, right? One of the most famous action anime, Sailor Moon, geared towards women. Even though it's very popular, it's not popular with men. Men don't desire it.
Female protagonist representation, let's talk about something else. Let's talk about the popularity issue. A majority of all anime that come out with a female protagonist aren't popular. If you look at just the last 3 years, including this one, so far the only popular anime with the female protagonist is Witch Hat Atelier, which also is a child. And last year in 2025, the 4 big ones was Dan Bakdare Diaries, Takopi, and Cosmic Princess Kaguya, 2 of which are sequels, and the other 2 are still relatively niche and not that popular. And in 2024, there was nothing, literally none. So when she says we need more female leads in anime, she is 100% correct.
Anime hot take.
How? Out of your fucking stupid ass mouth, you literally said they're not that popular. We need more of what is not popular. Why are blue pill men so stupid? It is not popular. Why would you need more of something that's not popular? Do you know that these artists, these writers, these artists, they don't make a whole lot, right? They need their shit to be popular, right? They need their mangas, their animes to have traction. Why the hell would you want them to make shit that won't be popular, that won't get traction? How about you make your own shit? Stop talking. You blue pill men only know how to fucking talk and try to be doormats. Try to please their feminist overlords. Shut the fuck up, right? Just shut up.
We need more female protagonists in anime is a question that I answered in a previous video of mine, and a lot of teenage boys were upset with me in the comments, and I want to go and answer some of their questions.
Boys! This kid that looks like, honestly, looks like a kid, is calling other men boys. This is the thing, I hate these things, that you can disrespect people on your phone, right? On your camera. You don't have the guts to do that in person.
First question that I saw a lot of was most mangaka are men, so why do they write a female protagonist? And first, we don't truly know the actual male to female ratio when it comes to mangaka. We can loosely say that from the 60s to the 90s, most mangaka were probably men, but as we got into the 21st century, more and more female mangaka started to take up the space. But there is no true way of actually knowing the stat. And the second reason as to why this is pretty simple, and it's called misogyny. Having gender norms, saying what men...
I swear to God. When these are the men, right? These are the men that's ruining shit, right? The feminists blue pill men. Stop it. Get out of this shit. It's like you're fucking ridiculous. You're weak ass fucking.
And women can or cannot do for their hobbies and for their jobs affects outcomes a lot more than you may think. When you have generations upon generations of young girls being told that you can't read this or you can't watch this or this job isn't for girls, it does in fact stop you.
No one's saying you can't read it. No one's stopping you from reading it. It's just not geared towards you, right? It's not geared towards you. Plain and simple. No one's stopping you from reading it.
Young girls from pursuing a career that they may have gotten into. The same reason why a lot of mangaka back in the day were men is the same reason why there isn't a famous female Mozart or Einstein. Because women were supposed to be home having babies, and because of societal pressure or because of the law, they weren't allowed to have certain jobs. The next question that I saw a lot of was, it's up to the...
I mean, seriously, like one of the most popular writers, right? Is the writer of Frankenstein. I mean, I'm not saying that it's not. This is the thing where, at the end of the day, right? You can do, particularly today. Let's say today. I'm not disagreeing, right? There was a time where it will probably be harder, but you can do it today. This blue pill feminist wants to make female leads. Go for it. Stop making other people do the shit that you want them to do.
The author of what gender to make their main characters, which is valid, but that's not always the case. A big reason why is a majority of boys aren't going to watch an anime if it has a female protagonist, especially if it's in shonen. However, a majority of girls will watch an anime with a male protagonist. The reason that you think
because they will watch the popular ones. They will watch the popular ones, right? The ones that have already been made popular.
there isn't a market for female main characters is because boys aren't going to watch them. And in the same way, if girls weren't going to watch an anime with a male protagonist, it would have the same effect. Also, the D. Grayman author originally wanted her main character, Alan Walker, to be a girl. But her editor argued that male readers aren't going to be emotionally swayed by a female protagonist, saying that women cry easily, so their tears won't move anyone's heart. Also, the Fullmetal Alchemist author...
Well, here's the thing, right? That's the thing where I believe her story was going to gear towards shonen. She probably should have put it in soji. I forgot the female, the women-oriented stuff.
Author chose a more masculine sounding name so that their readers would take her work more seriously. She also made her main characters male because, again, boys aren't going to read a story with a female protagonist. The answer is, again, very simple: misogyny.
Misogyny, right? So this is why I say that women and minorities need to shut up about representation, right? Because it's pure hypocrisy. Doug, what is up? What is up? It's pure hypocrisy. So when men want representation, it's misogyny, right? When men want representation in the media that they consume, it's misogyny. When women want representation, it's empowerment. When minorities want representation, it's empowerment. Yeah. The sheer stupidity of that. So you want to attack a certain demographic, right? For them wanting to consume what they want to consume. Yet others, it's okay. See, this is the hypocrisy, the delusion of people like this. Okay? Right here. This is why I say F the representation shit.
Final question, or more so a statement that I got, was saying...
No. I have a call-in show on Wednesdays, right? Wednesdays is a call-in show. Okay? So if you ever want to call in, debate, have a talk, have a conversation, check out my Wednesdays live stream, right? Wednesdays live stream. Steve, what is up? What is up?
That anime was...
It's hard because I can't always have a call-in show because I don't always have someone. I don't always have people that would call in, right? So, because I have to use a certain streaming program for call-ins, right? And that doesn't stream to multiple channels.
With a female protagonist aren't good, which is why they aren't popular. This is also a very disingenuous take, which I don't really want to respond to. There are countless examples of if an anime had a male protagonist instead of a female protagonist, it would have been way more popular and more well received. And if I really wanted to discuss this topic, it would need an entire video on its own, just like the rest of them. We need more female...
hot take saying she wanted to see more female leads in anime. I decided to look back at the past 4 seasons of anime, starting from this spring season going back to the fall of 2025, in order to count up how many of these animes had a male lead versus a female lead, and the results were insane.
The first thing I want to say, there is no hate to this person. After watching his video actually just agrees with everything that I've said in my videos, even though his video is in disagreement to what I've always said. But this again just solidifies how wrong she was in her statement that she wants more female leads. And how everyone is complaining about more female leads. And I'm going to get into the explanation in a second. Let's hear what he has to say.
at least 20-minute long episodes and were seasonal. And after tallying up the results for all 233 animes, I'm not gonna lie, the girl is definitely cooking, as 130 of them featured a male lead in comparison to the mere 71 that featured a female lead.
130 were with a male MC. 71 was for a female MC. What do we mean she is cooking? Oh, we need more female MCs. Like, there's not that lot.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if he had said that, like, there were 10, right? 10 female leads compared to 130. Okay, yeah, she's definitely cooking. We need more. I could see that. I could see that perspective. 71 to 130. You make it seem like it's worlds apart.
What are you talking about? The difference is 59 anime. That is not that much. And keep in mind, he said seasonal. These are also weekly anime. Just to watch one weekly anime takes you 3 months. There is 52 weeks in a year. And not all 71 of these anime drop at the same time. They drop throughout the whole year. Some even in November and December. So not only by the end of the year will you have, at, like, let's just say 52 of those anime you can watch in a full year, even though realistically you're not going to be able to. That leaves 19 anime unable to watch. You only, again, they're weekly. You can watch 52 in a year. All 12 episodes are out. You'll have 19 that you were unsuccessful in finishing, which means in 2026 to 2027, you'll have 90 anime to watch if you want to watch female leads, because you're going to take that 19 you were unable to watch plus the 71 that's going to happen again, and that is 90. 19 plus 71 is 90. So the notion, oh yeah, she's cooking. Oh yeah, more female leads, when they can't even watch all the anime for the female leads in that single year, because there's just so much content in their weekly that they're not going to be able to watch them all, because there's not enough time in that year to do it. So if women specifically only watched those anime with the female leads, one, they would not be able to finish it because there's just too much content for them to finish. Number two, it is also weekly, so they're going to be able to get all these new anime and have to watch it all. And three, going into the next year, they're going to have even more to watch because they were unable to watch all the 71. So no, she was not cooking, and no one on this topic was cooking, saying, yes, they need more female leads. Why wouldn't they? When there's only 130 for boy MCs and 71 for female MCs. The gap is not that big, especially when you realize that it takes 3 months to finish one anime. That is brand new and just came out. Keep in mind, not all anime, since they don't drop at the same time, let's say that one drops on January 1st. 2 months later, a new one drops. Just to finish both of those anime, it'll take you 5 months. The year is almost halfway done. Just to watch 2 anime to its completion. So if it takes you 5 months to basically watch 2 anime, how much do you think you're going to be able to get through with 71 brand new anime dropping throughout the entire year? Not that many. So you're going to have so much content to watch, and all of it is refreshing and brand new to you throughout the entire year, which is specifically female leads. This video actually just painted the picture even clearer that yes, having more female leads was a dumb question, because there are so many female leads that are being created and being pushed out that you don't even have enough to, like, you have so much that you can't even finish them all in a single year. And I want to preface this again. I'm not hating him. I'm not coming after him. I'm coming after the idea that we need more female leads when there are so many created that you can't even literally, it's impossible to watch every single one in a single year, which means you're going to have leftovers going into the next year on top of all the new ones that are being made that year. So you're just going to have full blown, so much created. How much actually came out? And to me, that's crazy. I did not think it was going to be anywhere near this number. I guess I should put this in here too. The average person, even someone who's like a hardcore fan, is only going to watch about 20 to 30 anime per year. So even if you specifically, the women only specifically watched female MCs, they still would have 21 anime to go by the end of the year, going into the next year. they would have literally missed 21 female MCs because they just don't watch that much. And sure, some people can watch more than this a year, but if you're watching all the brand new female leads in a single year, you're not going to be able to watch them.
Exactly, Steve. I'm sorry. I'm a sexist. I am a sexist when it comes to my shit, right? When it comes to my entertainment, I'm a sexist. I'm just tired of it. I'm not like when I watch, let's say Marvel or watch an anime or whatever. I'm not just, oh my God, I wish there was an Asian person in this. It would be nice, but I don't give a shit. I don't care about race. I'm not always caring about, oh man, we need more diversity in this shit. I mean, like, I definitely want to see how the Odyssey would do.
One thing I hate about representation in animation is when it's not explicitly clear on who is being represented. Because at this point, every black anime fan knows that as soon as a black character is added into an anime, they have to go through the standard questions of, oh, is this character even black? Maybe this character is just a dark-skinned Japanese person. Maybe this character is, maybe they're even Indian. And, it's kind of something that a lot of black fans have just come accustomed to whenever a character like this is added. But it's actually very crazy that this is a process that happens every single time. For example, currently the Ichi the Witch fandom is having a civil war on Twitter over the character Descaras and what she is. Half of the people are arguing that she's a black woman, while the other half is arguing that she's Indian, that she's Arab, that she's Southeast Asian, just dark skin. And I've never read Ichi the Witch, so I don't really have much input on what this character actually is, but I do think from the outside looking in, it's very clear that a lot of cultural influence was put into her outward appearance, her character design, yet it seems not much effort was put into acknowledging that cultural influence or that culture, because if it had been, you wouldn't have people be able to argue that she's four different things. And I'm not saying that characters have to come up and say, hey, I'm black, I'm Indian, I'm Filipino, but I do see a constant trend of characters who don't really acknowledge what they are being flipped into what other people want them to be by people who don't want to see them for what they are. For example, I said before that a lot of people growing up did not see Aang as an Asian kid, they seen him as a little white boy, and a lot of people didn't agree with that.
Yeah, I don't agree with that. I saw him as an Asian kid. I saw him as an Asian kid doing martial arts. I'm sorry.
Until they checked my comment sections, and so many people were saying, yeah, growing up, I never really viewed Aang as Asian. I just thought he was white. And there were even people saying to this day, is Aang even Asian? He just looks like a white guy. Like, I've never really seen anything that would tell me that Aang is Asian. Because a big part of being in these racial groups in real life is acknowledging that you are a part of these groups.
Special interests is ruining everything. I agree.
And the struggles that they go through. And I feel like characters that have done that throughout media, there's never a debate on what they actually are. No one has ever debated that Miles Morales is black. No one has ever.
Yeah, because they put a focus on it, right? They put a focus on it. Like, you gotta think, right? When the creators of certain things, they're not thinking about, is this kid gonna look like Asian or look like white or look like black or look like, no, they don't. It's a fucking American thing, right? It's a fucking Western thing where we need to know race. We need to know the race of a character, right? It is the absolute obsession, the fixation of race. Other countries, other nations aren't so fixated on race. They're not so fixated on race like we are. It's absolutely tiring.
Ever debated that Static Shock is black. No one has ever debated that Jake Long is Asian or that the Blue Beetle is Hispanic. But it's
and look at this, right? All the things he mentioned, Western media, Western entertainment, right? All the things he just mentioned, Western entertainment. We have a fixation on race. Other cultures don't. Japanese cultures, they don't, right? Even though the Aang thing, they took influence from anime culture, right? But again, they went in it not thinking about race.
Because when you look at these characters, their representation isn't just in their looks, it's also in how they talk about themselves, how they, conduct themselves, and the way that they represent these groups throughout their day-to-day, acknowledging.
Omni, exactly. These losers would say his eyes aren't right for an Asian. Exactly.
Their struggles and acknowledging that they are a part of these groups. One thing I hate about representation in anime,
it is tiring.
The West is not pushing any type of ideologies or beliefs on the Japanese people or manga.
It's funny because every mangaka that
Literally, the last guy was doing that.
That usually comes out and never speaks about their audience always says the Westerners are trying to push their beliefs and what they think about my series onto my series, or how I should go about my series. What are you talking about? You just straight up lied.
Because black characters have been in manga since Astro Boy in 1952.
Amazing. Beautiful. Why does it matter if you need more? It's not your people, it's not your culture, it's not your work. So if it's not your people, it's not your culture, it's not your work, why are you complaining? It's like telling a black content creator, stop making black characters and start making Japanese characters. Make that make sense. Again, not your culture, not your work, not your stuff. Stop complaining.
What showed us is that the LGBTQ plus have been in Japan for a very long time.
No, what you are doing is you're taking one instance in history where they had two people of the same gender like each other, and then now you're trying to apply that to, oh yeah, it's been here for a long time. It's always been a thing. No, Japan does not do that. Japan is centered on boy and girls, straight people. That is their culture. But the Westerners who are of that community are saying, stop making that and start making same-sex people like each other. Again, just because there has been one or a few instances does not mean that that is the norm. But the Westerners are trying to make it the norm of the same sex liking each other within the manga. You are completely just disregarding all context and all like history to fit your narrative that somehow the gay community has always been in manga. How it's always been such a normal thing within manga, and it has not.
We'll call out Kishimoto for not being able to do women characters properly in Naruto, but we can't call out Kie Urana for simply admitting that 3 characters in her series are black.
And this is the type of pathetic parasocial relationship I just can never get behind.
You know, and this is the thing where sometimes, you know, they have dark characters, right? Dark characters in certain animes. Guess what? Did you know that a lot of Japanese, there's a subculture, I think it's Gairu or something, where women or whatever, they would tan their skin, right? They will look really dark. It happens, right? That's a subculture of Japan.
I strive to never have the pathetic parasocial relationship that these people have. She owes you nothing. She owes you no explanation. She owes you nothing. Oh my goodness, why isn't Keirana messaging me? Why doesn't she come out of her way and talk to me? Tell me things about her series. I need her to. And if she doesn't, I'm gonna get angry. That's what you guys sound like. You guys sound pathetic. She is not your friend. She has no obligation to tell you anything about her series. Whatever she writes within her series, if you cannot deduce it, that is on you. Getting so mad because someone does not answer your question when, again, you're online. You are a keyboard fucking warrior. You guys are like this stereotypical fat person behind a desk on their keyboard and just... Why isn't my bully mom talking to me? Huh? She needs to tell me. Tell me. It's pathetic. The invalid. And just as she's not coming out and saying what characters are black, what characters' ethnicities are this, that's valid. She doesn't have to. It is her work. It is her culture. It is what she decides for the characters. But you guys have such a parasocial relationship, and you guys have nothing better to do with your lives that you have to do everything in your power to have a parasocial. You know what's even worse of having a parasocial relationship with an actual human being is having a parasocial relationship with fictional characters. Like, you legit sit here and will defend a fictional character as if they're your actual friend. And it's like, oh my goodness, I cannot believe you are taking away my buddy, my best friend Jabber's, culture and everything. I can't skin. But again, I strive to never have the pathetic parasocial relationship that these people do online, that they believe a creator of a work has to talk to them, has to tell them things that they want to know, and that content creators have this, again, weird, pathetic parasocial relationship where they try and tell creators of a manga.
And this is a thing where, for me, this is how I go about my entertainment. If you're not geared towards me, I won't watch it. I'm not gonna. I don't know. I don't usually complain over shit, right? Let's say the Captain Marvel movie, right? I said it wasn't geared towards me. I didn't watch it, right? The Eternals movie. I said it wasn't geared towards me, so I didn't watch it. Any movie that I feel like it's not geared towards my likes, I won't watch, right? I may have opinion about it, but I'll say fine if it's made for whoever, right? Like the female Ghostbuster movie, right? When it came out, I knew it wasn't made for me. Go for it, right? If it was geared towards women, go for it. I hope they like it. Sadly, they didn't. No surprise there. So my thing is like, oh, fine. I hope the audience that was geared towards, I hope they like it. Now I like this, right? I don't know if you can see it, right? This is the creator of a lot of old school anime, Evangelion. Right? I think it's Cutie Honey, I believe, right? Whole bunch of stuff. It says I don't create anime for foreigners, only for Japan. The viewers are the ones who should adapt. I love that.
According to Google, Gojo is confirmed to be a black character with albinism, and Gojo fans are mad about this. So if you go to Google and look up what race is Gojo, this is what comes up.
This is kind of messed up, right? So I Googled it, right? Like they said, I Googled it. And it's wrong, right? So, all right. Yeah. Doesn't say it. I mean, it's not showing it correctly either. But, okay. It says, I asked, is Gojo black? No. Gojo Satoru from Jujutsu Kaisen is canonically Japanese. He is well known for his striking white hair, pale skin, and bright blue eyes, thanks to his 6 eyes curse technique. The idea that he is black is a popular ongoing meme from fan theories, right? So, no. I literally Googled it.
He has become a fan favorite, admired for his strength, wit, and inexplicable persona. Yet what sets Gojo apart from many of his anime counterparts is his very distinctive and thought-provoking detail, his identity as a black man. According to Google, Gojo is black. This is because Gojo has albinism. That explains Gojo's white skin and white hair. It is known that people with albinism have white skin and white hair because their skin and hair don't have any melanin. Because of course how dark your skin is and how dark your hair is, and even your eyes, is based on how much melanin you have. That also explains why Gojo has blue eyes. People with complete albinism, even ocular albinism, have blue eyes. Because again, having blue eyes is because you have no melanin in your eyes. This also explains why Gojo is always covering his eyes. It is known that people with ocular albinism, their eyes are incredibly sensitive to the sun, so they always have to wear eye coverings. This is why Gojo is always wearing a blindfold or always wearing sunglasses, to protect his eyes from the UV radiation of the sun. According to Google,
this is why I'm tired of the whole desire for representation. It's tiring. It really is. Okay? It really is. I mean, even white people can be albinos. So that's pointless. That's a pointless argument. I'm tired of women and the black community, not all the black community, the vocal ones, constantly desiring representation. It's tiring. It really is. Create your own shit. Create your own shit. Stop asking other people to create your shit and add you to it. Stop. Create your own. Create it. Just do it. It's tiring. Shit like that is tiring. Ah. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. Guys, you guys are amazing. Thank you for being part of the, the crew. I love you guys. Let's
Hey, Victoria.
all right, so let's end out on a Kendra G reaction video. Let's check this out. All right, let's check this out.
Do you want to be a guest?
I'm here. Oh my God.
Sweater.
Oh, thank you. I got off work late.
Okay. Where you
Late
calling
day.
from, Victoria?
Maryland.
Maryland. How old are you?
36.
Okay. And what do you do for a living?
Let's just say management in a government.
Okay.
For the
And
government.
what's your zodiac sign?
Aquarius.
Aquarius. Do you have any kids? We got an echo. Can you hold the phone? I don't know what's going on.
I'm holding it.
We got an echo.
Hold on. Let me.
I'm not on a Bluetooth, right?
No. No, but I was on a call and then I hung up. I don't know.
36. It is.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to talk loud. Management, Aquarius. Do you have any kids?
I do. I have 2.
How old are your 2 kids?
8 and 5.
Okay. Both by the same man?
Yes.
You ever been married?
No.
And I think I got it off. Victoria, Maryland, 36.
Yes.
I'm talking soft because we have echo. Aquarius works in management for the government. Mom and 2 kids by the same man. Never married. What kind of
No.
man you looking for?
36, 2 kids, never been married. Just red flags.
Girl.
Oh, wow. I didn't think I was gonna get it. Oh my goodness.
Girl, you
But
called me.
I know, but I haven't even been able to catch the live. This is the first time I'm getting off work and I'm like, oh snap, who's, genuine, who is, caring, who's gonna be into me, who's going to care for me, care about me, think about me. I wanna be at like the top of the priority list.
Okay.
So
I think it's insane. I think it's insane for a single mother to say, I want a man that will make me a top of your priority list. One of the biggest red flags in dating a single mom, you will never be top of her priority list. It is insane for her to say that I want a man that will make me top of his priority list. Bitch, you wouldn't even make him top of your priority list. The absolute insanity to say that.
yes.
What are your deal breakers?
But that just shows you, right? That shows you the selfishness of a lot of single mothers, right? I think a lot of single women in particular, right? Period. They're selfish. They only care about themselves. That's it. They don't care about you. They just care about themselves.
Just a man that's like more into himself, vain. You know, some of these guys come over here, they're more concerned with their own outfits than their own looks than the woman. And you know, I don't like that. And then of course joblessness, homelessness, leeches, people like that. I don't have
Okay.
time for that. Mm-mm.
Should he look a certain way?
No. I feel like at 36, I've seen them in all sizes, all shapes, different backgrounds, different, you know, zip codes, whatever, you know. It doesn't matter the look specifically. I think
Okay.
it's more like the personality, who you are.
Okay. Should he make a certain amount of money?
Oh my gosh. You know, like I always feel like people get caught up on this question. And then I was even looking at this one live. They did like a commentary on your live. They're like, never say an amount. But honestly, where I live in the DMV, it has to be 6 figures. I make 6 figures. The cost of living is high up here. Unless, you know, I relocate right now, it's got to be at least the low 6 figures.
So let's have a math conversation. So you currently live how you live right now in Maryland, right?
Yes.
So on the low end, if you had an extra $30,000, wouldn't that help?
If I had an extra $30,000,
Yeah.
Yes, it would help.
So why does he have to make I'm not saying he has to make 30K, but if he came to the door with 60K, with what you already make, that's more than what you're making right now.
I think if he came with 60K and it's just him and he didn't have any kids or dependents or any family, then yes, that's like okay. But if
But before I went to 60, this is why I started off with 30.
mm-hmm.
Okay, because 60 is higher than 30. But even right now, the way you're living, an extra 30 would still be more and it would help.
It would help, but at the same time, I've been in a position where even just making like 20,000 more than my partner has caused like just an imbalance of in
Well,
the
let's just
relationship.
have the honest conversation. That's the risk that you.
The imbalance is her. The imbalance is her. It's how this is the problem with a lot of these women, right? They say that these men are insecure, right? These men are insecure because I make more than them. No, they're insecure because you treat them differently, right? I guarantee you, a woman that dates two exactly the same men, exactly. He is the same to the T, right? These two men are exactly the same. Yet, one is making 60K, the other is making 200K. You see this? I guarantee you, right? The one that's making 200K, she respects more. She treats differently, right? She says, yes, baby, whatever you say. 60K is like, who are you to tell me what to do with my money, right? Who are you to tell me what to do, right? I can do what I want to do. If I want to go on a girls trip, I'll go on a girls trip. 200K. Oh, you know what? Okay, you're right, baby. You're right. I won't. I probably won't go on this girls trip. It's not that men. I'm not saying all men are like that, right? I'm not saying all the men that care about the money that you date is, not insecure. But I think the majority of them, right? It's not about the insecurity. It's about how you treat them. You probably treat them less than you, right? You don't respect them the same way that you will respect their 200K version of themselves. That is the problem. That's what a lot of these women don't talk about. It's how you treat the man. You would treat a man that makes 200K with more respect than you would treat a man that makes 60K. It's how you treat him.
Guy that is in your position, he doesn't want to bum. But it's gonna come down to he's gonna pick up a romantic interest that fits within his life. So if you fit within his life, I would suggest you would have to go older. Usually you have to go older. I'm a supporter of black love, but are you open to all races?
I am. I am.
Okay. Okay.
I am.
So that's also going to increase your chances too.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that the lost art is how the man selects
God, it is annoying, but the echo. Ooh.
in his partner when in the salary, because we're talking about salary. We
Yeah.
have a bad echo. They said turn your.
I can see that, right? I can see that. I can understand that. Omni says the respect wears out quickly, though it appears once the money is taken for granted. I can see that. I can see that. Now it's dependent on the money, right? I mean, the more money you have, the longer that respect will last. But yes, I can see that the respect would, for a lot of women, respect will disappear quickly. Red Door, thank you for coming back. Love you, my sister.
Volume down, baby.
Okay. Let me try.
Well, it's
Hello.
like it's feedback only when I speak. But I think that this. I mean, I've been hearing this for. Can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
So I've been hearing this for 6 years, and I always say this, ladies. I logically get what you're saying because you're dating according to your wage. So you're like, I want to date my wage, and my wage is 6 figures. So that I want somebody that makes 6 figures or less. Not gonna say it's impossible. You're a cute girl, and you're
Mm-hmm.
open to other races.
You're an average girl. I'm sorry. Average. Like, seriously. She is nothing special, really. I mean, and yeah, she says she what, 36? Maybe date a man that's 46, 50. That will help.
You're open to going older, so it could be a probability. But what I was just trying to negate is you're already living off of the salary that you have. So if you got
Yes.
an extra $20,000, you would still be living.
I mean, it could
Well, I'm not,
happen,
but
but
and I'm not, and in no shape form am I saying you date a guy that brings 20K to the table. I was just saying an additional 20K would be extra to what you already have, unless.
This
Okay,
is
hold on 1 second.
this is what I say, right? When women say how much about a man makes, I don't know why women ever say that. I just want a man that's self-sufficient, right? I just want a man that's self-sufficient. He pays his own bills. He has a roof over his head. He has a car, right? He has a job. He's not begging me for money. He doesn't have a negative in his bank account. Just be self-sufficient. You know, it's like these stupid women that say, I want a man that makes 100K. Why, right? Why do these women want to date a man that makes 100K? Why? Because whatever they make, they want to stop it, right? Either they want to continue making it, but not use it and use your fucking money, right? Since you make this amount, she wants to use your money, right? She wants you to have enough money to take care of yourself and her, right? This is why I say women's money is useless. Women's money is pointless. Women's education is pointless. Women's money is pointless. Women's accomplishment is pointless. Because at the end of the day, you don't want to use your money. You want to use his money. So that is why, what's the point of your education, of your accomplishments, of your money, when at the end of the day, you just want to use his money? Because if it's more logical, right? If it's true that, no, I don't want to use his money, okay, then you should just say, well, you just want a man that's self-sufficient. He can take care of himself. That's it, right? You don't need to take care of him. You don't need to pay for his bills, right? Why? What is up, my brother? Are you about to go out to sea next week? Yeah, I agree. Women are too damn materialistic and selfish, right? They care about your money. They don't want to use their money, right? If they're in a relationship with you, they want to use your money. And that is the problem, right? This is why these women want 6-figure men or above, because they don't want to use their money. They want you to have enough money to provide for yourself and provide for them.
Goddess said Kendra wants y'all to settle. Goddess, settle for what? Let's talk about it. What are we settling for? Right now, your man's invisible. So what are we settling for? Let's get into it, Goddess. Like, y'all say this all the time. I think y'all say this all the time because I'm the one talking to the guy that y'all say y'all want. And not you. So Victoria, this isn't about you, okay? So I'm gonna take that out. I'm taking Victoria out of this conversation. Y'all,
I love it. I always love it to check up on you when you come back to land. I love it. Be safe out there, my brother. Right? Be safe out there. I know. What is it? Fishing is one of the most dangerous jobs I've heard. So be safe out there.
I have no idea how much I am always in the middle trying to softly tell you some of the things that some rules, okay? I don't make these rules. But I don't want any woman on this planet wasting her time on a Negro who ain't thinking about her. And not unfortunate, the thing that I have is these men are talking to me on a regular basis all the time, telling me, right? And the truth of the matter is, when you get to a certain tax bracket, they're choosing in a whole different manner, okay? They're choosing sometimes young, they're choosing a girl that's going to give them the most peace. They already know they're paying for everything, so that's out the door. They don't care about that. Who give me the most peace? Who ain't giving me a headache? Who gonna get along my plan? Period. And I don't make the rules. I say this all the time. I don't make these rules. But what I do is, this is why I always remind y'all I'm a journalist first, because as a journalist, this is what I do. I do interviews. I collect data. I now have a thesis. So what I'm trying to shape some women to understand is, I think you're dope because you're dope. I mean, any man that gets you is lucky because they got you, right?
That's stupid. That is needless inflating of ego. Right? This is why women are so egotistical. Who are you? Right? Who are you to make you so special? You're not. You're obviously not. You are 36, right? Mother of 2. You're not that special. I'm sorry. You're not. If you're so special, why has no man locked you down? Stop it. Stop it.
And in no accord am I saying, because I do think, for all the things you're saying, I don't even think you probably pretty much get the guy you described, because you are open to other races, which opens up your options. You're a cute girl. Okay, let's talk about this. You're around these men. What's going on with that?
Well, the problem is like, I kind of work a lot and I don't want to date around the circles that I work in. So
do they want to date you?
Yes.
Okay, well, that's how the secretary got the job to get the husband.
I know, but I'm done with kids, So like, I feel like at this point, I want someone to take me, where I am. Like, I'm not gonna stop focusing on my career or anything, but I do want someone to.
Okay, so you want someone to prioritize you, yet your stupid ass bitch self wouldn't prioritize him. That makes sense.
Meet me where they can meet me. Like,
it's like you want a 6-figure man to enter your program. What an idiot.
A partner, an equal. I'm not asking for, oh, I need this, I need that. I just want someone to enjoy with me where I am.
I understand. Let's go back to your baby daddy. Did he fit all these descriptions? Did he make over 6 figures?
Yes.
So what happened? Why couldn't y'all just be together?
I think that we met right before the pandemic. A little bit.
Pandemic was 6 years ago. Your kids are
a little bit before then, and
Your kids are 8 and 5?
We didn't know each other well when we first got together, and we stayed together when we probably should have broken up, and we ended up having a second child, and so that's what kind of has me.
What fucking? I'm sorry. It's like what 6-figure man wants to get with an idiot for a woman?
I was in a chokehold for like the last 8 years with this man that we didn't even get along. We didn't like the same things. We didn't want the same.
Yet he was good enough to be the father of 2 of your kids. How about this? How about this? Don't focus on his money, but focus on his character. Is that too much? Is that too much to ask, right? How about focus on personality? I don't know. Is that really too much? Is that really too much to ask? This is why stupid women like this, right, are still single in their 30s. You care about his money more than his character, right? You care about his money more than his character. At 36, you would hope women would be more intelligent, but they're not.
Things, and we didn't like each other. So for my kids, I wanted to continue a relationship.
It's funny, okay? So the man that you didn't like, you gave him 2 kids. The man you're supposedly will like the next time, you won't give him no kids. Why do women think that, you know what? For the man that I do want, I'm going to give him a lot less. He's going to get a lot less from me than the men I don't want, right? I always find that fascinating with so many women today, right? So the man that you do want, right? He has to be amazing. He has to be amazing. Yet he will get you older, more used. In her case, no kids, right? Higher expectations, probably more attitude, right? And he gets what from you? Nothing, right? He gets nothing. While the men that you don't want anymore, or you didn't want at all, right? This woman didn't want the kids to her father. He got your body. He got you when you were, she's at 8, right? 8. The oldest is 8. She's 36. He got you in your 20s, right? When you were younger. He got you younger, right? He got you younger. He got you when you're no kids. He got 2 kids from you. So a man you don't want got so much from you. The man that you do want gets so little from you. I find it so fascinating that these women think that the good men are idiots.
Until I just couldn't anymore. So,
but he did make the salary requirement that you desired.
Yeah, he made over 6 figures. Yes,
over 6 figures is a millionaire.
Well, the low 6 figure. 100.
Over more
under
than 100K.
Under 200.
Okay. And now has he moved
on? We're not together anymore.
Got you. Okay, so that's not an option. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Fair enough. So baby daddy does pay like he weighs. So
sorry, I just
okay, I like your outfit. It's very classy. Yes, it's good. You look cute.
Thanks.
So when was your last relationship?
He was my last relationship.
Okay. You don't have to answer, but I'm gonna ask. When's the last time you was intimate with someone?
Like 3 years. 3 years ago.
Oh, he was the last person you slept with?
No.
Oh no. But 3 years. Are you celibate? Are you on a celibacy journey?
Not necessarily, but once I left my ex, I really focused on my career. So I've just been focused. And then I just
Great. Men love a career woman.
bought a house and doing a lot of stuff to focus on myself. To be the person that I want to date.
I understand.
To be the person I want to date. You want to be the person that you want to date. Yet you won't be the person that would want to date you, right? You're not it's like, what do the person that you want? What does he want? None of these women care. These men that you want, he's not looking for a career woman. He's not looking for a career woman. He's not looking for a woman that, focuses on his money. He's not looking for a woman that, just like, do these women even care what the men that they want, want.
So now, is it sex until marriage or just sex until relationship?
It's until I really find somebody that I'm willing to get intimate with and like really get to know and ask all the right questions and until then.
Well, this is a new question. I'm gonna try it out with you first. What matters more? Good sex or six figures?
At this point in my life, it's gotta be, and I don't want to be like I'm like money hungry or something like that, but like I feel like sex is something that
Thank you. I'm glad you like the background.
is going to come and go, and you can be intimate with someone for many, many years if you get to know them well. And it doesn't necessarily have to be you just having sex all the time. There's intimacy, there's ways to be with people in that
The
way.
comment section saying six figures, girl.
Six figures. Look,
The
at
comment
this
section
point,
answer the question for you.
At this point, Kendra, you always say, if marriage for you at this point in your life, it's got to be a business deal. It's got to make sense. And even though I don't make as much as you, it still has to make sense for me.
I understand that. Oh, I stand on it. So many people I ain't making this about me. And I don't really give a damn what nobody thinks. I'm not pressed to be married though. So that's the difference, right? I could have I could Oprah and Stedman it out and be happy. I don't have to be legally bound to another human. That's what marriage means to me. I don't think about a dress. I don't think about a ring. I think about
Yeah, because to be honest, Kendra she's long gone for that kind of relationship. Have a good dinner, my brother. Have a good dinner. She's long gone for that type of relationship. I don't think Kendra is gonna find that type of relationship easily. So yeah, I'm not surprised it would be a business deal because either she find a man she wants, but that probably won't be all that valuable of a man, or she finds a man that she wants that is a valuable man that honestly don't want much of her.
what I got to sign. When it comes to marriage. Now, a relationship, we can have that, all those things, but I don't want to make it about me. But I hear what you're saying. Got you. So you want to be married?
Yeah.
Okay, we got this. All right. All right.
36, 2 kids, a career woman. I'm sorry. You it's too late. I mean, it's not impossible, it's improbable, right? It's not impossible, it's improbable. Okay? The men that you do want or probably don't want to marry you. Period. It's just how it is. The men that you don't want, yeah, you'll probably get a marriage, right? I'm not saying that women can't find marriage. They could. I'm not saying women can't find a relationship. They could. But will you find the men that you want? That is the issue.
3 flaws you have to work on.
I don't.
Hold on 1 second. Mr. Get Right said, F all this, I'll take Kendra. Mr. Get Right, if you dream about me, I'm going to whip your ass, okay? If you dream about me, I'm calling the police. If you take a nap, if you blink an eye and see me, I'm calling the popo. Mr. Get Right, it wouldn't be the feasible and bit, but not. Can't do it, Mr. Get Right. Now back to you. I just want to make sure because I ain't want him to think. I ain't want him. I don't want him to daydream.
He just
Don't
want a
daydream.
chance. He just want his chance.
Don't daydream.
And that's the thing, right? A lot of these women, they don't have the choices, right? Or they don't have the choices that they want, right? A lot of these women, and I'm putting Kendra in the same category. A lot of these women don't have the choices they want.
All right. Now back to you. Why would a guy be lucky to be? No. What are your 3 flaws?
Oh, I was gonna say, I think that sometimes I don't prioritize like getting to know someone because I was so focused, but I'm trying to find a balance,
Absolute hypocrisy to say that I want a man that will prioritize me Yet one of your red flags is that you don't prioritize him.
Dating and doing stuff like that, trying to. It's hard for me to put my career to the side right now, but
and you wonder why, right? You wonder why certain types of men don't deal with career women. Don't deal with career women. It's already a red flag that she's a single mother, right? It's already a red flag. And now she's a career woman. Fuck that shit. No.
I want to work on that. That's why I'm here. I think that's one thing. Another thing is, I'm like more private and reserved. So I think sometimes I'm more quiet about things, and people might take, my silence for, they just might misinterpret that I'm reserved. But I'm just listening, I'm observant, and, and then another one would be, I'm learning to be more, just more direct with what I want, what I expect, and things like that, because no one will know unless you let them know. So
Okay.
I need to be more direct.
And why would a guy be lucky to be with you?
I think that someone would be lucky to be with me because I'm just an experience. I'm an Aquarius. I'm gonna try everything one time. I'm open to a lot of things, and I don't really judge anybody for what they've been through. I'm really down to earth.
You'll judge him on his money. You judge him on his pockets.
And I'm gonna level you up. I'm always.
Why do women, right? I can never understand this. Why do women think that? I want a high value man and I'm going to level you up. Bitch, I've already leveled up. It's not like she's saying, oh, I'm going to get a 30K man and level him up to a 6-figure man. No. She wants a 6-figure man and then level him to what? Level him up to what? He's already making 6 figures. He's already doing it, right? He's already smart enough on his own path. What will you do to level a man up that's already leveling up, that's already doing his shit, right? He's already on his path or he's already there. This is the foolishness of women. I want already made men and I'm going to level them up. Are you stupid? Right? It's like, what? How about get a man that's not leveled up and level him up? No, that's going to be, I can't do that. Yeah, you can't do that because you can't, right? You can't level a man up. He's leveling himself up. He doesn't need you to do that.
Working on myself, and I'm working on all the people around me, my family, my mom, my sisters, whoever. Like, we're gonna all work on each other.
Okay, let's do it.
How's that? What the fuck are you talking about? How does a man want that? That you're helping out you're leveling up your family? Great for you. How is the man? I've never heard a man, oh, you know what? I want a woman that levels up her family. Yeah, that's what I want. Yeah, that's what I'm desiring for, right? I made all this money. I've worked on myself so hard. I try to be a high value man. I'm looking for a woman that will level her family up. What a stupid ass.
So Victoria _ Viva. This your real hair too, right?
Yes.
Okay, looking cute. So this is Victoria _ Vivash. Victoria VICTO.
To be honest, she looks boring, right? I don't know. She has a dry personality. I don't know. This is the thing where sometimes I really want women to really understand. Okay, a man that makes a decent amount of money, you have to be something special, right? Because a man that's really desired, right? That's well desired, he needs to reason why you are you are the one to settle him, right? But a lot of these women are so ordinary. I'm sorry, this woman is like a 4, a 5 at best, right? And if you include her age, you include her expectations, you include her a single mother, include her being a boss bitch or a career woman, she's honestly probably a 4, right? A 4, maybe a 3. It's just like, I don't know, right? I don't know why these women don't value men on personality, right? Like, find a man that's self-sufficient, has a good foundation, right? Good values, good morals, good character, good personality. Go for that man, okay? Because hopefully that man is not highly desirable, right? He's just a good man. You ask for a man that almost all women on Kendra alone, right? On Kendra G's show alone ask for. And yet you think that you stand out. You don't. You're nothing special. She dressed like, I don't know, she dressed like she's a librarian, right? Which is fine, right? But it's just that the problem is that the type of men she asks for, they can find a 26-year-old woman, okay? They can find a woman that doesn't have kids. They can find a woman that dress better, right? That's better looking. I'm not saying she's not ugly, but she's average at best. And then when you're average at best, asking for men that are above average, it's delusional. Absolutely, utterly delusional. So, I don't know. What do you guys think? Guys, I love ya. I love ya. Thank you for being here. All right. Thank you guys for being here. You guys are amazing. Again, music by Evil Eddie. Right, check him out on YouTube. Omni, Y, Red Door, Laughing Man, all the trolls and haters I had. All right, Self-Made, I love ya. Steve, I love ya. Thank you guys for being here tonight. You guys are amazing. I think she thought her own success would solve all her problems. Yes, I agree. I mean, she literally said she wanted to become the man that she wanted, right? She literally said, I wanted to become the man that I would be. I'm sorry. That literally made you single for the rest of your life. That mindset literally made you single for the rest of your life. Trying to become the man that you want to date? What kind of man wants that? That's the foolishness of a lot of women. I love you guys. You guys are amazing. Hey, guys, thank you for being here tonight. Please check out my other videos. I love you.